welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I want to say thank you for stumbling across this video, and I hope you subscribe and stay a part of this wild journey that we have going on. And if you're returning, I just want to say thank you for coming back and viewing another crazy video of mine. This video today is about the #1 question that I've been getting daily for the past 2 months. How are you losing weight? What are you doing to lose the weight? Can you help me lose weight? I literally had to sit back and say, did they really mean to message me? Seriously, me? You want me to help you lose weight? Crazy. So I figured, because of my busy work schedule and I can't really email, DM, comment back to everybody as much as I want to, why not just come up with a video giving you the 5 tips that I've been doing to help with my weight loss journey. Now, when I start off with this video, I just want you guys to know there's no way in hell that I am saying that I'm a professional at any of this. I'm just a girl who got tired of being fat, took her science background, and just flipped it into some tips. If you're interested in finding out what my 5 tips are, stay tuned for the video. But since I do get the comments and I can't really respond to all of them as much as I want to, especially as in depth if I want to, let's make this video. So tip #1 that I suggest is discovering your macro intake and your calorie intake. The reason why I say this is macros, which is your protein, carbs, and your fats, are important. Those are the 3 things that all nutrition labels say on the back part. And surprisingly, not every body has the same macro intake. You have some people who have a macro intake for bodybuilding, some people have a macro intake for losing weight, some people have a macro intake for maintaining, say that 2 times over, maintaining a body weight. So my question to you is, what are your goals? Are you trying to build body mass or body weight? Are you trying to lose weight? Or are you trying to just maintain a healthy weight? Once you determine which one of these 3 goals that you're trying to be, I would input this on a calculator. They have a lot of different apps and online sites. I'm going to put a couple down in the description box below that will help you determine a healthy number. In addition to that, if you don't feel comfortable with the numbers that you were given, I would take those numbers and take it to my physician, have them consult on it, and go from there. The next thing, a part of that, will be your calorie intake. You always want to make sure that when you're losing weight, you're in a caloric, oh my gosh, these are words that I can't say. You always want to make sure that you're in a caloric deficit, meaning that the amount of carbs that you take in is the amount of calories that you take in is a little bit lower than your normal daily requirement. So if you were required to take in 1,900 carbs a day, 1,900 calories a day, you might want to bump it down to about 600 calories a day. Now, these are generic numbers. I'm not saying that this is a real, I guess, calorie equation to use to figure it out. No, you can use calculators. And like I said, if you feel uncomfortable with any of the information that you were given on your calculator, you could always take these numbers to your physician to consult and have them take a second look at it. And the reason why I say these 2 things are #1 important is because if you don't have good nutrition, you have no weight loss. Weight loss is 80% nutrition, 20% gym. You cannot outwork a bad diet. So if you are eating over your macros or eating within your calorie count but oh crap, you're not going to lose weight. You're just going to be sweating either at the gym, outside, or at your home for no reason. You're just going to burn off those calories and those macros that you ate in that unhealthy meal in that workout and be back in the same place that you are. For me, I think my calories are at 1,700 to 1,800 a day. And I know that seems like a lot, especially because you're trying to lose weight. How does that work? When I first started my journey, I was at 1,400 calories a day, sometimes 1,600 calories. In the beginning, it worked out fine because, you know, when you first losing weight, that's your water weight that's coming off. That's not necessarily true pounds for most of us. And that 1400 calorie, 1600 calorie cap did help me lose that water weight. But once that water weight went away, I stopped seeing results and I felt like I was hungry all the time. So what I noticed was when I bumped my calories up to 1800, especially because I'm lifting a lot more and I'm doing HIIT cardio more, that 1800 gives me enough fuel to push through. Same thing with my macros. When I started off my journey, I was doing a strict low carb, aka keto, and low carb. And it was cool in the beginning because, like I said, I was just doing cardio. I was doing the bare minimum for my exercise, mainly walking and cardio on a treadmill, elliptical, you name it. And it, like I said, it helped me burn off that water weight. But once I started getting to the real nitty-gritty of fat, it wasn't doing anything for me. So I then in turn bumped my carbs up to a moderate, I guess it's moderate carbs, because I'm eating between 60 and 90 carbs a day, with my goal of staying between 70 and 80. And like I said, it's not for everybody, but just give it a try, especially with a calculator out there. It'll give you a little bit more of a guideline on how to start. The second thing that I am doing or have done is I set small goals for myself. And when I say small goals, I don't mean, 30 days I'm going to go to the gym every day, or 30 days no bread, no pasta, no soda, no cookies, no cakes. No. That is a sure way for you to burn out quickly on your fitness goals. What I suggest and what I have done myself and still continue to do this to this day is I set small goals. I set bi-weekly goals, and sometimes I even set weekly goals depending on if I'm struggling for motivation that week. For example, a bi-weekly or weekly goal for me would be this week: no cookies, no cake, no pies. And I would be okay going through it, and then when that week ends, I reflect on how I did that week, and I look and say, okay, did you eat any cake? Did you eat any cookies? Did you eat any pie? Nope, you didn't eat none of that. Okay, so let's move on to goal number 2. And I just do that until I can perfect that goal. If I didn't make it one week, I just try the same goal next week. If I did succeed, I just add on a goal. So if I did succeed that week of not eating no cake, no cookies, no pies, the next week I'm doing the same thing, but I'm not drinking juice. And if I succeed that week, I'm doing the same thing, but not drinking sodas. And I just continue to build on those small goals until they become one big habit. Because if you don't know, it takes 21 to 28 days to build a habit. So if you start 1 week at a time, you're going to have a habit built by the end of that month that you're going to take into the next month with you and be able to start new goals. And I'm not saying that it's easy as I'm saying it. It takes some work. I work at my job close to a bakery. And when you walk past, it smells good in there with them cookies, them cakes, them pies. And we all know I love me some cookies, cakes, and pies. But I can't do that or eat those type of cookies, cakes, and pies with the goals that I have. So I just gotta power through it. Put some gum in my mouth and chew it like as if it's the best cookie that I can have. Or I come up with alternatives. I may have a Pinterest-inspired dessert, or I may go to a Whole Foods market and get something that's similar to what I'm desiring. That's not to say that it's always going to be good, because I have had some fails on some Pinterest, and 2 had some fails and some buys. But what I do say is when you do find an alternative, it's not going to taste great the first time because your mind is used to sweets tasting a certain way or food tasting a certain way. So when you switch it the first time, your mind's gonna be like, what the hell are you feeding me? Is this dog food? Are you trying to kill me? But you just gotta push through it until you get to the point of saying, you know what, this is not that bad. And if you keep trying it over and over and over again and you find that you don't like it, that's fine, that's understandable. But don't give up on the first try, because it's going to be different. So that's number 2. Number 3 is intermittent fasting. Now, I listed this into my tips because intermittent fasting is a great thing to me if it's done properly. And the reason I say that is because when I first started doing intermittent fasting, I was terrible at it. Terrible. I look forward to my next meal every day. Every day. And I found that I was overeating. Even though I was eating healthy foods, I was still overeating. Like, I would have a big salad with extra cheese. You know what I mean? Because I just was so hungry. But after doing research via Instagram, Facebook sometimes, because they have like those fitness posts on Facebook, Google, YouTube, you name it, I realized I was doing it wrong the whole entire time. And that's why I was feeling the way that I was feeling. And this time around on my reboot, or I guess recentering or rededication of my fitness journey and really getting serious about it, I noticed that if I give myself a 12 to 16 hour fast, that works for me. And I also eat a little bit longer. Some people do a 12-8 or 16-8. I'm not 100% sure on those numbers, but for me, I probably will go from whatever time that I ate. Say for instance, if I ate at 8 o'clock the night before, I won't eat again until 8:30 the next day, and then I eat probably up until like 10 hour span within there. So if I eat at 8, I'm probably gonna stop eating at 8 o'clock that night and start my fasting again. Now, that may not be traditional intermittent fasting, but it works for me because I have a very scheduled 1, and 2, I have a very intense, high-paced job. So I don't always have the time to be like, at 3 o'clock, I'm going to go eat this meal. At 4 o'clock, I'm going to go eat this meal. There are times that I have to stand up and eat my oatmeal before I got to do my next task. Or I have to hurry up and go purchase some food and eat it as I'm walking back to my job. So you kind of just gotta personalize things like that to fit your lifestyle. Which brings me to number 4, I believe. Number 4 is having a support system. I cannot stress, having a support system will make a world difference in your journey. And when I say support system, I'm not talking about just your mother. I'm not talking about just your husband or your spouse. I'm not talking about just your kids. I'm not even talking about your dog. Have a support system online via Facebook, Instagram. I think there's an app called Twin Body. I'm not 100% sure. I've heard about it but haven't used it. Fitbit. Myfitness even allows you to talk to people on there. Like, discover a support group. You can have your co-workers at work be your support group. Y'all could go walking after work. Y'all could go weekend jogging. Whatever the case may be, you need that support group, because there are going to be moments in this journey you are going to say, I don't want to do it. Screw that gym. Screw that salad. Screw being sweaty all the time. Screw being hungry all the time. Screw this water. You're just going to have those days where you just want to say screw it all. But if you have that support system that's there with you, they're going to be like, no, don't screw it. You're going through something right now, but get back up. You got work to do. And those are the people, even like I said, whether they physical or online, those are the people that you need. There are days that I have been over my journey. Like, screw it, I'm about to be fat. I don't want to lose this weight no more. And I done posted something about it on Instagram. And then next thing you know, I had like 4 or 5 comments. A couple people DM me, don't give up. You looking good. You doing good. Don't give up. You got goals to achieve. And I'm just like, you right. And then I get up and go do what I need to do. Like, you need people like that. And I also say, cut that negativity out. If you find that it's somebody who's not down for you while you in the trenches of going through this journey, 9 times out of 10 you don't need them when you going to the positive side of your journey. You don't, because then that should show you that they're fake and they're only there to be a spectator, not necessarily to help you out, but to be a spectator. You don't need that in your journey at all. Which brings me to number 5. Number 5, which I saved the best for last, is keeping track of your journey. Keeping track of your journey. Now, keeping track of your journey kind of goes in a few ways. You can keep track of your journey via pictures. You can keep track of your journey via apps. You can keep track of your journey like manually. Pictures are important because there are days when you're gonna look in the mirror, you're gonna be like, I just put in 20 minutes at the gym, 45 minutes on the squat rack. Why do I not feel like I look different? Why do I feel like I still look the same? There are going to be days when you're going to be bloated because you may have, just not been your day. And if you look at a picture, I'm pretty sure that picture's going to make you feel like, wow, I'm really doing this. This was me 4 months ago. Look at me now. Like, I see that little stomach going in. I see them boobs sitting up a little high. I see them pecs getting a little bit big. I see them arms getting a little buff. Pictures are your best friend. Another version of keeping track of your goal, of your journey, is through like apps like Myfitness, losing weight, Spark People. Even Fitbit has a app that helps you lose, keep track of your food and all, and your water intake. The reason I say that is because when you write things down, even if it's manually, I forgot to mention that too. Even if it's manually, when you write things down or have things outside of your mind and in front of your face, it makes you, one, more aware and more accountable. It makes you look at what you putting in your mouth a little different and make you choose a little differently. For example, if you like donuts and you get a donut every day, I dare you to track that donut in an app or to write it down and see how many grams of sugar that donut got. What's the carbs? What's the protein? What's the fat? And I guarantee, once you see those numbers in your face, it's going to make you think differently about putting that donut in your mouth. That's not saying that you can't have a donut here and there, because we're all about balance. But it's going to make you feel a little different and think sparingly about the next time you're going to get a donut. You're not just going to get donuts every day. You're not just going to get cakes, cookies, and pies every day. You're going to pick up a salad once or twice once you start seeing them numbers. That's all I'm just saying. So like I said, those are my 5 tips. Just to recap, we have become aware of what your macros and calorie count is, set small goals, try intermittent fasting or giving yourself some type of cut off on when you're going to eat. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do that no food after 6. Nah, that don't really work for me, and I'm pretty sure it probably won't work for you. Just give yourself a reasonable timeline of when you feel like, okay, it's an hour before bed, I'm not going to eat nothing else. Just try it. Create a support team. Support, and track your journey via pictures, fitness apps, whatever the case may be. And honestly, let me know how it go. I'm always intrigued, interested, all of those words that come of, curiosity, all of that. Comment below, what are some things that you want to take for the last 2 months of this year? What are you planning on doing in January? What's your New Year's resolution? Are you getting fit? What are you planning on doing? Comment below. I like talking to you guys. Until next time, as always, the subscribe button is down the bottom if you want to see more videos of this crazy mess. Until next time, deuces!